YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy Buddha back in the building for another last Cloudia news and information video. We did finally get some more information about the next update coming and bringing brand new type of content that was teased to us during the 3-year anniversary info live stream. But let's get into the news about tomorrow's maintenance. May 19th maintenance notice. It's going to be a scheduled 3-hour maintenance starting tonight at midnight Pacific time until 3 a.m. So make your adjustments accordingly. The maintenance details, we have event updates, gacha updates, promo updates, feature edition, and other updates. To kick it off, looking at the event updates, they just throw it at us. The Maze of Tartarus, and they tease it as the ultra difficult event Maze of Tartarus released. Beta version, very cool to see. Something new finally being introduced to the game for end game players, as we can see. Maze of Tartarus is an event where you aim to take command over all floors of a sprawling subterranean labyrinth. Units, arcs, and equipment that are being used to take one floor can't be used on other floors. Each floor is filled with brutal enemies, so you'll need to devote all you've got to overcome the punishing difficulty. Playing the event will earn you rewards such as crystals and stamps. Love to see that. In addition, a ranking leaderboard for points gained by taking floors will also be held. Leaderboard rewards include support decorations for your support unit icon and prayer stardust. So, of course, they're just throwing more UR stardust behind rankings. This is the beta version of the event. In the official release of this event, changes are scheduled to the makeup of each floor, including the monsters that appear. In addition, rewards and other aspects of the design may change based on the community's progress, etc. And the final floor is B20. So, if we're thinking of what it says here, units, arcs, equipment that are being used to take one floor can't be used on other floors. Let's just assume you run what I'm guessing will be a party of 4. 4 times 20, they're asking for at least 80 units built up enough to be functional in order to take on these floors. So, funny enough that we've been talking about having a more expanded roster after you approach into endgame and content starts to diminish. What is there left to do? Well, up until now, it's just been to build units for the sake of having more units on your account, since after that initial building of your best of the best, your top tier units, you can basically take on all content that's available in the game currently. Now we're finally seeing a hopefully current and modern event that does stress the necessity of having a lot of units ready to go rather than just, oh, I just need my 3 meta units and I'm fine. I don't need anything else. Well, here you go. Here's something and a solution to that, making use of older units, because you can only use units one time. You're going to have an expanded roster. My thoughts on this, I really like that they're introducing what's hopefully going to be an ultra difficult event. Not everyone can do it. It's made for end game players, and that's perfectly fine. A lot of casual players or like early, mid to late end game players will probably start complaining, probably be posting on Reddit, on Facebook, wherever, that this event's too hard. What the heck, Adis? Listen. As an early game player, you are not meant to do everything in the game. There is plenty to do. The world bosses, honing your Tower of Trials team, continuing to grind up materials in order to expand your roster. There is so much to do as a new player that this is the kind of stuff we need for end game players. The game has been super duper dry and they pump out content very slowly for us endgame players that have been playing for 18 months or over. And this is the kind of stuff that I personally am looking to see them include, solving different issues to problems that we address as a community. So I'm very excited about this. I don't know about the whole adding ranking to it. I'll have to formulate my opinions further once this is introduced in game. I think personally I would have preferred if this was just a PvE, a pure PvE type of content that the goal was just to complete it, but adding that competitive aspect to something along these lines, it's just emphasizing a little more pay-to-play friendly. If you have level 10 UR arc skills, if you have just all of the characters because you're a spend-to-get player, you're obviously going to be sitting much better in this event than if you're not spending on those types of things. So, mixed feelings on a ranking system attached to this. However, I think as long as we have a really decent pool of just completion rewards, as it says crystals and stamps, whatever, we can make guides to help people beat it, just to assist in getting those rewards and not worry too much about sabotaging ourselves in the rankings because we're giving out strategies in order to beat the event, right? So I think it'll be a balance, but definitely something I'm overall looking forward to and seeing how it's implemented in the game. We can see the first couple stamps they're introducing. OMG, love this stamp. And Gwaha, Zykes is a huge fan favorite, so cool that he's finally getting a stamp. Training Field is making a return. This is the best event for upgrading your units level-wise, getting ability board materials, getting unit souls. This is the king of training events, as it's called, Training Field. You get a ton of good rewards. You can read all about it. I'm not going to go through every detail here. And always pay attention to the units that they put as event units, because with that 2x EXP multiplier, you can essentially get a unit from level 100 to level 110 on the first day of this update. If you do the 5 nightmare runs before soft reset and then after reset on the same day of this update, I have gotten a unit from 100 to 110 same day, which is just incredible. So, of course, that's going to only apply to these double EXP bonus units right here. We're getting the update for the Spirit of an Old Engineer. I did just release a little guide, you can say, on the event overall. Very late in the game, but I mentioned that Part 2 is coming around, and we can see we're getting Part 2 quests, addition of the various rewards and crafting equipment, added Maiden of Binding Sarah, Loug Zeus, Goddess of Ruin, and Divine Beast Ray to the event unit, so giving us some more units to get us bonus event EXP, I would assume, for the mission rewards. Gacha updates, we're getting an Ultra Descent of Heroes Festival banner returning. God of Ruin, and what is it called? Amaterasu. We got Sarah, DB Ray, Lagarbos, and Loug Zeus on raid up. Quite a cool pool. I mean, just Sarah and Loug Zeus, obviously. These other two very irrelevant. Amaterasu and God of Ruin. God of Ruin's a very, very good arc. Amaterasu is definitely on the bottom tier of UR arcs. But either way, these are always a super skip. If you summon on these trying to chase URs, trying to chase one of the raid up units, best of luck to you. You'll never catch me recommending summoning on this type of banner, so that's my advice there. Promo updates, nice to see that they're including this, and I don't have to jump to a different browser screen altogether, but we can see the special gear upgrade field is returning to get alchemaliths and weapon and armor shards if you need those. Soul accumulation's coming back, so 10 unit souls per run 3 times a day. Gets you a nice little 30 unit souls for whichever unit you are currently working on. And then here we go, looking at a feature addition. This is tied to the Maze of Tartarus. Support decorations added. The support decoration feature, which adds a support decoration to your support icon, has been added. Stylishly decorate your icon and impress other players. On this occasion, you can earn support decorations from the Maze of Tartarus ranking leader boards. I assume your boy is probably going to have the lowest tier in terms of the ranking overall, but it looks like this rainbow is that just premier, I'm the best at this game, don't at me. That's going to be the true trophy. So kudos to anyone who's going to achieve this, but rip to all the shadow banned people in Last Cloudia. But cool. Like I said, way long ago when I made a video and talked about things that we want to see as endgame players, in my opinion, and that is just bragging rights. We don't need the best of the best rewards in terms of like materials or a plethora of crystals, and which is always nice. I'm not going to complain when they do that. But for ranking and for high level gameplay in a PvE game, what do you want to do? You want to flex that you are just the best at the game that you're putting this time into. So things like this, I'm a huge fan of. Not the craziest thing, but just a little subtle detail that shows off, right? A picture's worth 1,000 words. So that's what we're getting here, which I'm a fan of. Other updates, changes to features, added a new notation to quest names to differentiate between arcs 1 and 2. So for example, 1-8 Magic Research Facility is now going to be 1-1-8 Magic Research Facility. I'm a big fan of this change. It's going to help just clarify a lot when you're looking at different quests that you're doing. Gonna help organize it a lot better, I think. Bug fixes, minor bug fixes, and thank you for playing Last Cloudia, the Last Cloudia management team. So not the biggest update, however, it is a big update, I think, for the simple fact that we are getting a new game mode finally, and one that sounds like it's going to be very, very good for endgame players. Hopefully, it will be as challenging as they make it sound in this teaser text. For endgame players to sink their teeth into and spend a good amount of time in the game again, trying to strategize, get through all the floors, but then also hone each floor to make it as efficient as possible. So, like I said, mixed feelings on adding a ranking system to it, but hopefully it will be good for the game overall, because that's all I'm hoping as a little Last Cloudia content creator on YouTube. So those are my thoughts, guys, on this update. I am excited, as you can tell, and I'm going to stop talking so I can edit this, post it up for you guys to get your thoughts in the comments below. That's all I got for you this time, guys. Like, subscribe, bell noties, turn on all noties so you don't miss any videos. If you're new to the Booda Gang channel, welcome. If you're new to Last Cloudia overall, I'm going to mention it until I forget to. We have the Last Cloudia Beginner's Guide for 2022 posted up on the channel. So any newbies that joined us during the 3-year anniversary, you can get your boy Booda's brain on how to start an account, not get too lost with everything that's available to you. With all that being said, y'all know what we say, work hard, play hard. See you in the next video.